doing like that. It was the dinner party. What was that dinner party? It was the roller disco episode, I think last week. And it was there was some dinner. It wasn't, I can't remember which dinner it was.
This toothless, not,
homeless, not toothless. Maybe it was that dinner. Did they say they didn't have a dinner, but like where like Rinna was coming after Garcelle, and it's just like when the camera pans, it's these subtle things I notice on Kyle. Like she is just licks those chops when it's not her, and like it's being stirred, and it really is never her. I think Kyle is just such a master at the game, and I'm not coming for her. It's just, I just think she loves this. I think this is her life. I don't know. I don't know if she would leave on her own, and she's never going to get fired. Never. But
no, she's amazing. No, she's amazing. Really? Okay. Well, that's fascinating. I can't wait to see if this prediction comes true. I mean, I hear they have the highest ratings for this season. It's so good. I mean, they trend on and off all week long. I just don't.
But look at Jersey. Jersey had phenomenal ratings last season. Phenomenal. I think it almost makes you take the risk. It's like, okay, let's keep going. I just think it's too much of the same. And I mean, the rumor really is like, okay, Rinna, Diana, Crystal, like that's I don't think it's, but I mean, I could still see Crystal, Diana, and Dorit, all three being fired. I honestly could.
I think Crystal gets fired. Dorit gets demoted to a friend. But I think they give Diana another shot, because I think they're curious what's going to come out with Diana. And, you know, I mean, I love everybody's like, well, Diana's clearly on this show to promote Asher's music career. I couldn't agree more. I mean, right. We're going to see Asher singing every song under the sun. And I mean, he has a beautiful voice, but I mean, everyone here in LA has a beautiful voice. So we're going to be subjected to his whole album, you know, but there's something odd about Diana. And I think the producers are going to stick around because it's like, what's going on? You know, I mean, there's a case too, right? She's uber rich, but I think people feel like there's something, I don't know, dark about her.
I think there is something. I think that she is more likely to not be fired than some of the others, but it could be a case of like an Amber Marchese or the twins, like season. It could just be a like, we're interested in what's there, but God, nobody likes her. And so like, it's just, and I'm not even saying Bravo really cares, but it's just like, it's like when they fired Jenny McGowan from Salt Lake because of her racially insensitive past. I mean, they were like, does anyone care about Jenny anyway? Like, no offense. So I don't know. But I do think changes are coming in Beverly Hills. And when you did see that thing, I mean, look, she ain't coming back next season, but you did see that thing where Denise Richards did an interview and she's like, I would be open to returning.
Yes, I know. I mean, she says she'll never be friends with Rinna again, but she would definitely return. And that was interesting to me because I didn't think Denise would even entertain coming back. I was a little shocked to read that.
I think if Denise came back for season 3, I mean, well, she's coming for Rinna and I mean, she would be with Sutton and she would be with Garcelle. And I think unlike maybe Crystal, who's not really making her mark or die, I think Denise would come in with like a terror. I think it would be the best thing that's ever happened. I think she would come to take down Rinna. And these people listening right now are fucking screaming at the top of their lungs because that would be billed like that. Heather Dubrow is back and now Tamara. It would be the biggest thing, like the return of Denise Richards. And she would be coming for Lisa Rinna's fucking throat.
Oh my God. I mean, what if Denise like busted in? We had no idea. And she confesses to the threesome. Yes, I fucked Brandy and this other, like, and who's the husband? Whatever. We all had a threesome. And you know what? I wasn't ready at the time, but now this is me. Raw, bare, check out my snatch on OnlyFans. And she just like brings down Rinna. Wouldn't we all be team Denise? Like, but I feel like Denise would have to come back so transparent. Like she'd have to admit, she'd have to speak the entire truth, the whole truth, and be like, I'm sorry, I wasn't in a place. I wanted to make sure, oh my God, whatever his name is, my husband was good, my kids are good, but now they're grown.
I don't think, I don't think she's ever going to admit any of that, but she doesn't have anything to lose at this point. Like this is out there. Well, honey, whether you did this or not, it don't matter because most people think you did, and it's already out there. It's like, what? I mean, look at Denise. You learn in your seconds. Like, she's learned. There ain't going to be no more rumors like that. Like, Denise is going to make sure her shit is buttoned up. And yeah, I mean, girlfriend promotes that OnlyFans. Like, it is like, I don't know what Denise Richards did in life before OnlyFans. She must be making a gazillion dollars because every
She
post
probably
is,
yeah.
all
Yeah,
her posts are about that. And like, you can promote that. I mean, Larsa Pippen talked about it all season on RHOM. Like, honey, it'll be good for biz.
I mean, it would be great for biz, right? I mean, she could just, and like Denise just has such a market for OnlyFans. She could reenact all her famous movie scenes. I mean, she could reenact other famous movie scenes. I mean, she's an actress. Like, it could just be so good. That could be a great shakeup. That could be a great shakeup. I mean, yeah, maybe you're right. It just seems like the ratings are good. I still feel like RHOBH is so compelling to watch every week. I know they're Team Erica, but it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't bother me as much. I mean, I love Sutton and Garcelle. I mean, Garcelle is just so great at holding her own ground against Erica. And I feel like it is like Garcelle said, we don't even have to try to make Erica look bad. She does it on her own. So to me, it's like they might have this Fox Force 5, but it's like they look ridiculous. I mean, I don't think anyone, you know how I am Team EJ, but I mean, I think most people, I don't think a lot of people see through Erica. I mean, there's not a lot of Team Ericas. So it's like, let her have at least Rinna and like Kyle.
And Kyle and Tori, and they all have each other's
Yeah.
back. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, when
Yeah.
Kyle steps in to this whole thing and now it becomes like, right, Garcelle, listen, Garcelle and Sutton punch in a clock. Like, and I mean that in the best way possible. These two know what they're doing. They're like, I have a job. This is an actual day of work. Like, Sutton punches in and does her fucking job. And so does Garcelle. Garcelle is like, wait a second. Like, and I love how Garcelle stays calm. She's like, wait a second. Now we're talking about this over here. And now, because it's this Fox Force 5, you know, now Kyle, Rinna, one of you four mean girls is turning this on me. How is this about me? Like, and she just goes toe to toe and she's like, Rinna, why are you opening your mouth? This has nothing. Like, I love it. I think Garcelle and Sutton are two of just the best finds in the past many years. Really.
I feel like all four, Dorit, Kyle, Rinna, Erica, are so different than Jackie Goldschneider. Like, I just feel like Jackie just didn't have the chops that those four do. So I don't mind the Fox 4 or 5. I feel like they're so much different than like a Melissa, a Jackie. You know what I mean? Because Melissa and Jackie, like they just, I don't know. To me, it's such a different combo. And you know, to me, Jackie suffers the same thing that Crystal does. It's just like they're too normal. You know what I mean? And yes, I know that they're battling eating things.
Sometimes you need a normal